How is everyone out there? My name is Buyucan, and on today's video, I'm going to share you information about the pros and cons of being a day home provider here in Canada or an in-home daycare provider. Okay, so what I share with you is just based on my own experience. Okay, because I run my private day home for nearly 6 years now here in Canada, and I know and I believe some out there, moms or aspirant immigrants who wants to come and landed here in Canada in the future, then you guys have some ideas, not just only for aspirant immigrants, but my neighborhood here in Calgary or whatever in North America, mom out there wish to become a day home provider. Okay, so this video is for you. Okay, so I'm going to share you the pros. So to become a day home provider, you're the boss of yourself. You're the one who set your time, your policy in your home, and you're the one who set when are you going to have your holidays, especially like summertime, right? Another pros when I become a day home provider, I don't have to wake up early morning and do the shoveling of snow during winter time and driving in the slippery road. Instead, I have the time, I take my time to wake up and dress myself, have breakfast with my children. I prepare food for my children and sit with my family in the morning. Based on my own experience, when I become a day home provider, I make more money than the money that I make when I work 2 jobs in a nursing home here in Calgary. And at the same time, I have to take care of my small children because daycare or day home fees here in Canada are very expensive. And I have the time to bring them in school, and this is what I love the most. I only work Monday to Friday, and during the weekend is my days off, and special holidays is my day off as well, like for example Boxing Day, Christmas Day, or New Year's Day, or Thanksgiving Day is my holiday in my day home. Okay, so if I compare myself when I work in a nursing home, special holidays you always work. Okay, so I'm going to share with you the cons. You work long hours. Okay, like my day home, I have to open 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. That was before, but for now I'm only open until 5 o'clock as much as I can. It's because I have to take my kids in their evening activities. So when I just started my day home, I use my main floor. Okay, and I have 3 bedroom, so I don't have enough space. My house is very tiny, and use my living room. I only have washroom to share with the small kids, with the kids' parents, and my family. Okay, so that's how when I just started my day home. And now when you enter in my home, you cannot see it's a home. Okay, sometimes if I have a visitor, I have to tell them in advance. I have to explain to them by the time they open the door in my house. I have to tell them my home is a day home. Okay, because sometimes they are shocked, like what the heck is that house? Like living room is like crib, toys, like everything. You cannot see it's a house. So when you have a day home, you wish to have more space. Another cons, sometimes you feel like parents are taking advantage on you, especially for me in my own experience for the previous years. Okay, I think it's because I'm very nice to them, right? And I feel they don't respect you, and sometimes you feel they take advantage on you. Like for me, my own experience for the previous years, I have to constantly ask the parents to pay me, and sometimes I'm shy, you know. I'm shy to tell them like face to face. Sometimes I have to text them to pay me, to please pay me, because how about me? I have to pay my own bills, right? And we have the agreement before start the care to their children in my home, they need to pay me either first week of the month or 15th of the month. Okay, because sometimes you have to consider their salary, because sometimes you as a day home provider, you have to consider their salary, their paycheck, because some family they live only paycheck to paycheck like me, you know. But for them, sometimes they have to priority, they have to pay their own bills first before me, because sometimes I have to text them and the parents said, oh, I'm sorry, I have a negative in my accounts, I don't have enough money because I just paid my bills. I said, oh my goodness sake, I feel like sometimes I just said okay, but it hurts me, to be honest with you, because you know, how about my bills? I have monthly bills to pay too, and this is how I do to pay for my living, right? And this is how I do to survive. But for them, they have to pay first their bills before me. And it's not fair, right? So some parents are like that, okay? Just in case you have your own day home in the future. Okay, and those are the possibility that it will happen to you, okay? Okay, another cons. It's not an stable income, especially at this time of pandemic. Yeah, you have to limit the kids that get into your house. Like for me, I'm so paranoid because these kids, they bring virus, bacteria, they have colds. You know, it's not easy. And if you have your own children who go to school, the school is very strict. Just only sneezing, colds, the teacher will let your children come home, right? When you have a day home, also you have your own policy, especially at this time of pandemic. But sometimes you need to consider too, because some parents, they have to go to work and the kids only have a runny nose, but no fever. For me, I let them get into my house, but I'm so paranoid, like, you know, they have to wear their mask and I have to disinfect, wash hands, and I have to make sure these kids is just not playing with different kids. And you know, it's not good. It's not a healthy environment for that, because you are thinking about yourself and your family, your children, right? And to become a day home provider too, you become the helper and everything, the janitor, the wife, the mom. You have to do all the jobs. You end up like, end of the day, I'm always tired. And end of the day, I'm the one who bitchy to my husband. He knows, like, because I'm so tired, I cook the food, everything, prepare everything for the children in the house, play with them, do some activities, and at the same time, I'm doing my YouTube. I don't have time for my YouTube sometimes, okay? So anyway, that's what happened. When you become a day-home provider, you have to do everything. You end up working long hours, you end up doing all the jobs, and at the end of the day, you stress, and then end of the day, you have a big fight, is not happy to your husband. Okay. So anyway, yeah, I'm just telling the truth. Yeah. Another cons, picking up time and drop time. Okay. So some parents, in my own experience, the kids will stay with you for 9, 10, 11 hours. So these parents, instead, they came from work. I don't think they work like 12 hours or 10 hours. They work mostly like 8 to 9 hours. So after that working hours, they're supposed to come straight to my home to pick up their kids, right? But it's not. Some parents, what they do, they go do their own errands, they go shopping, they do grocery, or sometimes they have to call you like, oh, you know what, is it possible you can take care of my kids for at least 1 hour more or half an hour more? And you know, what can you do? The children is with you, right? So you have to say yes, but actually in your heart is no, right? I do that sometimes. And what can I do? That's why I feel like I'm stuck, okay? So I have to say yes. What can I do? Okay, some parents, they took advantage for that. Okay, so that's why if I were you, if you are taking serious this type of job, you want to be a day-home provider, you have to be tough sometimes, okay, with the parents, because once they know, you have to say no is no, okay? Otherwise, you have to put extra charge with the extra hours that you take care of the children. Instead, they come to pick up, let's say, instead the parents pick their children at 4 p.m. and they call you like close to 4 p.m. Oh, I'm sorry, I can't able to pick up my kids at 4 p.m. today. Can I extend and I can pick up my kids 5 p.m. or 5:30 p.m. That is way too, almost like 2 hours, right? So you have to put extra hours for that. They have to pay you, okay? And you have to be tough for that. Otherwise, if you just say, it's okay, and they will do it again and again for you and they won't pay you. It happened to me many times. Another cons, when you become a daycare provider, you work just by yourself. You don't have any boss, right? So if in case something happened with the children in your home, you are the one who taking responsibility to do. Like, for example, I'm going to give you an example, okay? I have one little girl. She have a seizure in my home. She have a convulsion, okay? Very high fever, and I don't even know. Thank God that I went to check in her room. Because this mom didn't told me that her daughter is sick. Daughter has a fever, so she dropped her daughter and it's almost like quiet time, so I bring her daughter in the beds to sleep. The good thing that I went to check. That's why every now and then I have to go and check those children. I have to make sure they're breathing and they're okay, right? So if something happened, we don't know, God forbid, right? But if in case something happened, like seizure or the kids fell, and there's a bleeding, then at least you know the first aid what you do, right? But anyway, thank God that baby was okay. But I have to call 911 and I have to do CPR, and they bring her to the emergency, and they check from head to toe, and they find out that yeah, she was sick the night before the mom bring in my house. So yeah, so sometimes it's a little bit too much stress if something happened like that, right? So at least you have the ideas. That's why first aid is most important. In my own experience, I'm not only taking care of their children, but sometimes I have to be like a guidance counselor to the parents, you know, in my own experience, because this husband and wife was like fighting. Okay, so I feel like, and the mom come to my house and crying and telling me everything, her problem with the husband, and stress herself. And I feel like, okay, so I have to stand up and like, you know, she was there and crying, and my husband was like, okay. I'm not laughing, but my husband was so good. It's okay. He hugged her and like, you're okay, everything will be fine. And like, you know. Okay, so yeah, sometimes it happened, you know. I was like smiling, but oh, my husband was good for that. I said in my mind. But yeah, this is the reality is happening, because sometimes you feel like this family are your family too, okay? So their family, their stress, they bring it to you, they share it to you, and you're the one who is going to absorb, and you know, you try your best to help them emotionally, you know, when in fact I'm here who is emotionally stressed and drained and tired all day. To become a day home provider, you're stuck in your house, right? Longer hours working, and you only deal with small children. You can see adult people just to say hi and hello to them when they drop their children, when they pick up their children, right? Otherwise, when I compare myself, when I work in a nursing home, I work 2 jobs and I don't feel that tired much, because I have to smile to people, I have to talk to people. So I feel more tired that way, because I need to talk to people, I need to smile to people. That's why when I talk to you guys, my subscribers and viewers, I'm so happy, because I feel like I'm talking to you guys, especially when you do your comments. That's the time I know that I can reply you back, because I know you guys watching me. Another cons, some parents run away with their payments. Okay, it happens to me, 4 families. I still remember, I still have in my memory, and I have in my list, because these parents, they said they will pay me when they get paid, and they promise, they have even in my text, and end up nothing. Okay, so that's my own experience. Okay, say hi, Morrison.
Hi.
Yeah, that's a key. Give it to mommy. No, that's my key.
It's mine.
So yeah, that's my own experience. Okay, so you know, sometimes I have to complain to my husband, and you know, my husband just keep quiet. What can we do, right? Just never mind. I said, you know, God is good to me, blessing is still coming to me. So yeah, that's the possibility that the parents can just run away with their payments to you. Okay, so yeah, in my own experience, the kids, you won't be stressed with the kids, because this is a part of your job, right? But the parents is the one who is going to drive you nuts, that make you stressed. Okay, because in my own experience, like for example, I have one parents before, her son never been into a daycare or in a day home, right? So it's the first time this small kids in my home, and this mom just driving me nuts, text me almost half an hour. She called me so she can see her son, what's her son doing, you know. Oh my goodness sake, especially like quiet time, I don't want people call me in my home, because you know what? It's a quiet time. I don't want the kids to wake up when during like a quiet time, right? Those are the things that you will encounter once you become a day home provider. So yeah, just think about that. And anyway, that's the reality of being a day home provider. And I love what I'm doing, okay? So I just only share this to you because I know some mommy out there want to stay home and take care of their children and at the same time making money, okay? Why not, okay? So anyway, thank you for watching and God bless everyone. I'll see you for my next video. Bye-bye.